Nike struggling to sell basketball shoes. Hmm. I know someone who might be able to help with that. Let's get to that. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Appreciate all of your support. Do me a favor, you know it, it's coming. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have been subscribed, please double check. YouTube unsubscribes people. There's hype on mobile. And by the way, thank you also. Shout out to people who actually go into the comments and let me know that they hyped it. Yes, I do read the comments. Sometimes it might take me a few days to get to them, and I try and go scroll through a whole bunch at once, but I do read them. Oh, hey, there's a notification bell too. What do you know? There's a whole list of YouTube things. Shout out to the 19. So, Nike here. Nike has been a struggling company lately. Now, they're absolutely huge, so it's not like they're going out of business anytime soon. But I believe layoffs are happening, all of that that can happen when a big corporation starts going the wrong way. Nike reportedly struggling to sell basketball shoes because NBA players aren't as popular as they used to be. Financial experts claim the lack of player popularity is now directly hitting Nike's revenue and stock price. I will say this, it can also partially be, especially, when people perceive times to be tougher, that and I've been saying this honest, I think for decades now, I think Nike makes a crap product that's way, way overpriced. So, but people kept buying it. So maybe that's not the reason the price, although they continually jack them up. Now, speaking of players who might be able to help with something like this, and yes, it does relate to the NBA, as you will see in a second, but first we'll go here. So, with the stock price at historic lows, Nike failed to make for over 2 years a signature sneaker that sells out in minutes every time one drops. They'll make a Kobe sneaker with their name attached. They'll make an Asia Wilson shoe no one wants, but her shoe, no. Who exactly is in charge? Ah, who exactly is in charge of the shoes production? Stephanie White? None of this makes any sense. And of course, they tag me and shout out to, yes, shout out to you. I don't know what you're doing with those letters. Well, watch, this will be like someone in Greek mythology I should know, right? Um, it's been a while since I've looked at my Greek mythology, y'all. Caitlin Clark's Nike Kobe Bryant custom Rookie of the Year sneaker sells out in less than 10 minutes. But wait, there's more. Caitlin Clark effect on full blast. Caitlin Clark's Nike Kobe 6 PE was the single most worn sneaker in the NBA this season. And oh, by the way, her Fever Kobe 5 PE ranked fourth. Yes, folks, you heard that correctly. The single most worn sneaker in the NBA was Caitlin Clark's Nike Kobe 6 PE. And oh, the fourth most worn sneaker in the NBA, Caitlin's Kobe 5 PE. Do you think there's anybody at Nike, as the company falls apart and sneaker sales for NBA players plummet, who might be able to put two and two together and come out with the answer? Get Caitlin Clark's effing shoe out on the market, you piece of. Seriously though, I mean, I don't under I don't get it. I don't get it. This is some wild stuff. I mean, look, I'm gonna get myself in trouble again. I was just say women are messy. Women of the WNBA are messy, like really messy. So I get it. They're petty, they're vindictive, they're jealous, they're insecure, they're entitled, and they hate the fact that they toiled in adversity because no one cared to watch them play bad basketball. And here comes Caitlin Clark, little girl from Iowa, completely changes the game with the logo 3. But of course, we all know she's got the total package, plays unlike any woman we've ever seen before her, to the point of getting real basketball fans excited to watch her because they enjoy it in a way they've never enjoyed women's basketball before, right? And they hate her for that. They hate her fans for that. They hate that she is a global icon with millions, if maybe not tens of millions of fans around the world. They hate the fact that, unlike them, even though we've got, all these eyes on the WNBA now and all these players like Asia Wilson that still struggle to sell anything, Caitlin Clark, Wilson basketball drops, gone. How many Wilson basketballs did Wilson basketball drop in her rookie year alone, and they all kept selling out? Caitlin Clark's cards, 50, 60, 100, 200, 300, 400, $600,000 a card. Anyone else doing that? Pennies on the dollar. Pennies on the dollar. Caitlin's jersey. I haven't seen it in numbers in a while, but I remember the one time we did get it, she was fourth when you included NBA jerseys. She was fourth. She sells everything and anything and sells it immediately. Caitlin Clark has two of the top four, including number one, most worn sneakers in the WNBA. I mean, in the NBA, NBA. Yet, if they keep their word, and I have no faith that they will, it will be December of 2026, more than 2.5 years after she entered the WNBA, before we see Caitlin Clark's actual signature shoe drop from Nike. One, I remember going back, Nike basketball, Caitlin Clark's entire rookie year. Remember all that stuff she did? Historic, right? Setting single season assist records, setting year assist records, leading the league in assists, fourth in MVP voting, all WNBA. The triple doubles record was the first rookie to have a triple double, two triple doubles for the season, and on and on and on. Nike basketball that entire rookie year of rookie player of the month, I believe, one times, multiple players of the week, rookies of the month, obviously multiple times, rookie of the year, I might have mentioned that one, just so many things, right? Nike basketball, one tweet about Caitlin Clark her entire rookie year. So the people are going to say, "Oh, well, Caitlin's so involved in her sneaker, and it's going to be like technology from Mars that they had to go out and get and everything, and that's why it's taken so long." No, that's not why it's taken so long. It's because Nike signed her to a deal to bury her. That's why it's taking so long. They just didn't want anyone else to benefit. And again, should have taken the Under Armour deal. That's where this is facts. Don't yell at me. Women are more risk averse. That's why the women's soccer team took a different deal than the men's, even though they were offered the men's, and then they later lied and complained. But that's another story for another day. I believe it was Under Armour. It was, I think it was only 3 or 4 years, right? So it was like, yeah, I think it was four because Nike's eight, right? It was half of the Nike year wise, but it was more per year. And I think right now we're all wishing that Caitlin Clark had bet a little more on. We know she bets on Caitlin Clark when it comes to basketball. I wish she had, and I know she grew up a Nike girl and all that, so there's a lot of that influenced it. But I wish she had bet a little more on Caitlin Clark and said, "Yeah, I'm taking more per year. I'm going with the 4-year deal because you know what? When this thing's up, the amount of money I'm going to get then." Anyway, let me know your thoughts. What do you think Nike's doing? Smash the like button, subscribe. Really do appreciate it. I will talk to you later.